Vice Chair.
Thank you, Baksek. Sino yung representative ng end user?
Si
Mr.
Mr.
Melbert.
Merbert po, Merbert Galat.
Mr. Merbert, may nakita lang ako doon. Why the use of the term inoperable with existing number 8, Mr. Melbert, inoperable with the sabihin nito.
Vice Chair, Marian po.
Yes, ma'am.
Apo, Vice Chair, nagka-typo error po kami. Interoperable po siya dapat, Vice Chair. We will just issue Vice Chair bid bulletin to correct po. Thank you, Vice Chair. Interoperable. Interoperable, apo. Thank you, Vice Chair.
Okay, thank you, Baksek. Prospective leaders, may questions na po ba kayo sa ating technical specification? Mr. Alvin Ortiz, please proceed.
Good morning again po. I think additional...
Sir, kindly identify your company, please.
Good morning. I am from Cosmotech Philippines.
Cosmotech. Okay.
Okay.
Please proceed, sir.
Sir, comment lang po. I think this is another typo error on the item number 1. Yung 265 grayscale should be 256 standard specifications po siya.
200.
It's 256 po.
Okay.
Para typo error lang po. Standard specifications po kasi yung 256.
Standard po is 256.
Okay.
Okay.
Yun lang po. Salamat.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Vice Chair, we just copied po what was indicated in the approved purchase request, which is 265 grayscale. Maybe po, Vice Chair, we should confirm po sa end user, Vice Chair. Thank you po.
Okay. Mr. Ortiz, we will confirm with the end user regarding the grayscale.
Sige po, sir. Kasi if we retain the 265, baka wala po makapag-bid.
Okay. Noted, sir. Noted. Thank you for that, for calling our attention at that matter, sir. Thank you, sir.
Vice Chair, wala lang pong, may problem lang po sa mic si Sir Merbert. If Sir Merbert, you could chat na lang po your answer po sa chat box po, and then po we will read po. Okay. Vice Chair, may sagot na po si Sir Merbert, if I may read. For the question po, I will confirm po ito sa technical team namin.
Well, thank you, Baksek. Noted, Mr. Merbert. Noted, sir. May question pa po ba? Mr. or Miss Nole Arboleda, please.
Hello po, good morning. Nole po from Competitive Card Solutions. Sir, ang concern ko po is yung VRS po kasi ninyo, na yung system niyo po hindi naman po siya nagre-required ng specific brand nung unit. Kasi meron pong mga system kasi, sir, na naka-lock siya dun sa isang brand lang. Ito naman yung VRS niyo po, hindi naman po unless na may SDK po tayo na ipo-provide.
Okay, sir. Mr. Merbert, may specific brand ba ang VRS natin? Mr. Merbert request that the question be reduced to writing, sir, so that he can confirm it with the technical.
Noted po, sir. Noted po. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Arboleda. Thank you for that question. About the other one?
Vice Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
Vice Chair, with your clearance po, may we call one by one po the bidders po if they have queries pa po.
Okay, please proceed.
Thank you po.
Yeah.
Representative po of ProNet Systems, Ms. Shaira Kahatian. Ma'am, do you have questions po?
Hi ma'am, good morning. Ma'am, we will write na lang po yung questions and clarifications po namin. Thank you.
Okay po, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you,
you po.
ma'am. Thank you.
From Masangkay Computer Center po, Ms. Lloyda Evangelista.
Ma'am, sa ngayon wala po akong question.
Okay po, thank you, ma'am. From Cosmotech Philippines, Sir Alvin Ortiz.
Wala na po, ma'am. Salamat.
Okay po, thank you, sir. From Internet of Things Philippines.
So far, wala pa naman pong question. We'll send the queries and clarification later on.
Okay po, sir. Thank you po. From Microgenesis Business Systems, Ms. Angelica Intac.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, as of now, wala pa din pong question. Pag meron na lang po, mag-send po ako ng query, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you po.
Thank you po.
From Maxcore Interventures, Ms. Mia Nika Libo.
Good morning po. Wala din pong question. Thank you po.
Okay po. From Competitive Card Solutions, sir, do you have other questions po? Sir Noel Arboleda.
So far, ma'am, wala na po, ma'am.
Okay po.
Thank you
From
po.
Armlink Computer Center, Miss Jennifer Reyes.
So far, ma'am, wala naman po. Thank you po.
Thank you po. From SPH po, Miss Joshua Blanco. Ma'am, do you have questions po? Vice Chair, meron pong chat si SPH.
Yes, please.
Hi, good morning. Sorry, I think we have a problem on our mic. But so far, we don't have any question. Thank you.
I noted.
That's all po, Vice Chair, for the questions po ng mga bidders po natin.
Okay. Respective leaders, at any stage of this private conference, pagka may naisip po kayong tanong, pwede nyo pong erase. In the meantime po, we will proceed to the next stage of the private conference, which is the guidance of the Back Secretariat as to the procedure and the documents to be submitted during the bid opening. At any stage po, pwede po kayo magtanong po. Back, kindly proceed to the next stage, please.
Thank you, Vice Chair. Mr. Patrick Cruz will discuss the next stage. Thank you po.
Thank you, ma'am, sir. Again, good morning, everyone. I'll be discussing the next part of this private conference. This is the discussion of the technical and financial documents to be submitted by the bidders. RA 9184, we are using the two envelope system, which consists of your technical component envelope and your financial component envelope. So your technical component envelope consists of your legal, technical, and financial documents. So first document to be submitted is your legal document, and that is your valid Fridges registration certificate, platinum membership. In all pages, this is in accordance with section 8.5.2 of the IRR, RA 9184, and pursuant to GPPB resolution number 15-2021. Please take note that pursuant to the said GPPB resolution, the bidder shall only submit a valid and updated Fridges certificate of registration and membership. This in lieu of your Class A eligibility documents, again in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the IRR for the purposes of determining your eligibility. So here is a sample of your revised page of certificate of platinum registration and membership. On the right side of your screen is the revised certificate of page of registration versus dun sa original certificate of page of registration nyo po. So In the revised certificate of purchase registration, there's a new caveat indicated. And also, please take note again for the validity of your purchase certificate of registration. So make sure that your certificate is valid before the deadline, before the deadline or valid bago po yung uh, deadline for the submission opening of bids. So also please take note of the amended date of your certificate of registration. And also in addition to the validity ng inyong PGS certificate of registration, please make sure that your Annex A or your list of eligibility documents attached to your certificate, all eligibility documents therein are all valid and updated. So your DTI or SEC registration, your mayor's permit, your tax clearance, audited financial statement, just make sure that all of them are updated and valid. So in the event na hindi po valid, for example, ang yung business or your mayor's permit is not valid during the time of the bid submission, yung updated and valid mayor's permit niyo po shall be submitted to PhilJeps to update po ang inyong PhilJeps certificate of registration. So si Comelec PAC will not accept separate submission of your mayor's permit and of your expired mayor's permit indicated in your Annex A. So ang tatanggapin lang po natin is the valid and updated PhilJeps certificate of registration, including all the list of eligibility documents that are updated and valid also. So here's a sample document declared as failed in view of the certificate of registration. For example, ito po, ang deadline for the submission of bids is April 3, 2023. Fortunately, si bidder ang sinabit niya na certificate so valid until 3. So during the time of submission of bids, yung PhilJeps certificate registration niya is not valid anymore. So naging grounds po siya for the kanyang disqualification and declaring bidder as ineligible. Also, doon sa list of eligibility documents niya, as attached Annex A sa kanyang PhilJeps certificate of registration, yung tax clearance niya is only valid until March 15, 2023. So again, since the deadline for the submission of bids is April 2023, the tax clearance indicated in the Annex A of the PhilJeps certificate of registration is not valid and updated. So grounds again for disqualification, and the bidder was declared ineligible for this matter. So next document for the technical documents of for the technical component envelope. The document is a statement of ongoing government and private contracts. This includes your contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, similar man o hindi sa nature and complexity of the contract to be bid. Attached po siya as Annex A of Section 9, bidding forms ng ating bidding documents. Here's a sample copy of Annex A, Statement of Ongoing Government and Private Contracts. So, the bidder shall fill out all the necessary information therein sa Annex A, and also please indicate the total value of outstanding contract. So sa total value of outstanding contract, this will be used later if ever si bidder po will submit a net financial contracting capacity or NFCC. So dito rin po sa statement, please indicate the reference number and or date of NOA or the purchase order of contract ng inyong ongoing contracts dun sa last part or sa last row ng statement. So in addition sa statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, the bidders are not required to submit po the attachment or proof ng inyong all ongoing contracts. This will be required later if ever kayo po ay ma-declare as the bidder with the single or lowest calculated bid. That is during the post-qualification evaluation stage. And This document shall be signed by the authorized representative of the bidder. So in sample document, declare as bid as to Annex A. So sign naman po siya ni bidder. Unfortunately, yung last row ni bidder ng detail. So there's incomplete information for Annex A, and yun po ang naging ground niya to be declared as ineligible for the project. So make sure po na kompleto po ang information na inyong ilalagay. So next document after the Annex A is Statement of Single Largest Completed Contract or SLCC for Annex B of Section 9 bidding forms. So bidder must have completed contract that is similar to the project, the value of which adjusted to current prices using PSA CPI must be at least equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC. So the relevant period of the completed project shall be within 5 years prior to the deadline for the submission and receipt of bid. So similar contract, the definition of the similar contract is supply, delivery, distribution, or manufacture of fingerprint scanner and or IT related equipment. So unlike po dun sa ating Annex A or Statement of Ongoing Contract, dito po sa Statement of Single Largest Completed Contract, the bidder shall submit or attach a proof of your SLCC. In this case, any of the following must be attached: end user's acceptance, official receipts, or sales invoice. So any of the three may be submitted as proof of your SLCC. So here's a sample of Annex B, Statement of Single Largest Completed Contract, similar to the project. So fill out all the necessary information. And dun sa last part po or sa last row ng ating table, nakalagay po dun is to indicate any of the following. Indicate details of any of the following. So yung mga attachment po ito, yung date of the end user's acceptance, date and number of issued receipts, and date and number of sales invoice. So dito po make sure po na tama po ang information na inyong i-indicate dito sa last row na to vis-a-vis your submission or your sinabit nyo po na proof ng inyong SLCC. For example, the date and number of the official receipts, please make sure that tama po yung date na mailagay nyo dito sa row na to na kinuha nyo po dun sa mismong proof na isasubmit nyo. So kung July 24, 2023, July 24, 23 po ang ating ilagay. And also the number of the official receipts, make sure na tama rin po yung number na inyong mailagay dun sa OR number. And also same with the sales invoice. So i-check po yan ng TWG kung tama ang inyong na-indicate dun sa statement versus po dun sa sinubmit nyo na proof ng inyong SLCC. And make sure that the authorized representative signed this document. Reminder lang po, as per GPPB NPM number 040-2016 and 125-2015, collection receipts cannot substitute for the submission of the official receipts. So marami na rin pong mga bidder ang na-declare as ineligible for submitting collection receipts as proof of their SLCC. So hindi po natin siya tatanggapin. Instead, ang tatanggapin lang po natin is the submission of the official receipts. There's the issue GPPB regarding that matter, yung submission of receipt as proof of your SLCC. This is NPM number 040-2016. And this is NPM number 125-2015. So next document is a copy of bid security in any of the following forms. So for first form is in cash or cashier's or manager's check, bank draft or guarantee or irrevocable letter of credit. The value should not be less than 2% of the ABC, or that is 130,362 pesos and 76 centavos. Or you can submit po, or you may submit surety bond. The value shall not be less than 5% of the ABC. That is 325,906 pesos and 91 centavos. Or you can submit a bid securing declaration per Annex C of our bidding documents. There is no required amount. You have to submit this form, the sample form, Annex C, bid securing declaration. This document shall signed by the authorized representative, must be duly notarized. So, in addition po sa ating bid securing declaration, please make sure na kapag nagpa-notary po kayo, your bid securing declaration is signed by the authorized representative and the jurat statement is fully filled up, and this is duly notarized by the notary public. So make sure po na na-sign ni notary, tama yung mga document number, the page number, and signed din ni authorized representative and the jurat statement. Indicated na rin po yung jurat statement dun sa Annex C natin na naka-indicate sa ating bidding documents. So, here's a sample document, declare as failed. So, sinabit na bid securing declaration ng isang bidder, signed naman siya ng authorized representative, may notary naman po. Fortunately, there's no jurat statement. So, that is a ground for declaring them as ineligible to bid for this project or that project. Next document is the conformity with Section 6 Schedule of Requirements. So the authorized representative shall sign this document in conformity with the delivery schedule as stipulated in this section. So for 161 units of fingerprint scanner, the delivery schedule shall be within 60 calendar days from the receipt of notice to proceed, and the delivery site is here at Property Division, Administrative Services Department of the COMELEC, here in Intramuros, Manila. So after the schedule of requirements, the next document to be submitted is the conformity with Section 7 Technical Specification. Ito po, the bidder shall indicate the word comply in every line item or every requirement of this project. And this document shall be signed by the authorized representative of the bidder. So attached to that technical specification, the bidder shall submit a duly signed and conformed service level Section 7 technical specification. The next document to be submitted is a copy of duly signed omnibus form statement per Annex D of our Section 9 bidding forms. So attached to your OSS is a copy of the bidder's authority to represent the company or the bidder. In case of corporation, partnership, or cooperative, the attachment should be a copy of duly signed and notarized secretary certificate, board or partnership resolution, or special power of attorney, whichever is applicable. In case naman po of joint venture, a copy of duly signed, notarized special power of attorney, all members of the joint venture, given full power and represent the bidder. Annex D, same po dun sa ating bid securing declaration. Make sure that your OSS is duly signed by the authorized representative. The jurat statement na nakalagay na rin naman po dun sa form po na as in bidding documents, and also please make sure that it was duly notarized by the notary public. So for the financial documents, that document is the NFCC or Net Financial Contracting Capacity. The computation, the detailed computation must be indicated in this form. So the current assets and current liabilities will be derived from the PIDGEP Certificate of Registration dun sa Annex A, dun sa part ng AFS or Audited Financial Statement. So yun po ang gagamitin natin for this detailed computation. So the current assets will be subtracted. Again, the current liabilities will be subtracted to current assets. So subtotal of that will be multiplied by 15 and ilaless po natin the subtotal nun yung value of all outstanding and completed contract, yung value of outstanding contract na naka-indicate po dun sa submission nyo. So subtract po natin and the answer will be your net financial contracting capacity. So your NFCC shall be at least equal to our ABC or the approved budget for the contract. And this document shall be signed by the authorized representative of the bidder. So in the event na hindi po umabot ang inyong NFCC computation, sa ating ABC, the bidder has another option. That is to submit a committed line of credit from a universal or commercial bank per Annex E1 of Section 9 bidding forms. And please take note that your CLC must be equivalent to at least 10% of the total ABC of the project. So next document, if ever po na enter po kayo to joint venture, if applicable, a duly signed joint venture agreement in case that the joint venture is already in existence. Kung hindi pa naman po in existence yung inyong joint venture agreement or yung joint venture, the bidders shall submit a duly notarized statement from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provision of JVA the instance that the bid is successful for Annex F of Section 9 bidding forms. So please take note po that each partner of the JV shall submit their respective PIDGEP Certificate of Registration in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the revised IRR of RA 9184. The submission of technical and financial eligibility documents by any of the joint venture partner will constitute compliance, provided only that the partner responsible to submit the NFCC shall likewise submit the statement of all ongoing contracts and the audited financial statement as indicated in the Annex A of PIDGEP Certificate Registration, Platinum Membership. So let's move on to the next envelope or folder, the financial component envelope. So this includes the bid form and the price schedule. So the bidder shall fill out all the necessary information here in bid form, Annex G. Yung name ng project, the sum of your bid proposal dito po sa line na ito. And also please specify the applicable taxes na inyo may incur for this project. And this Annex G or this bid form shall be signed by the authorized representative of the bidder. We'd like to acknowledge po the presence of our back chairperson, Ma'am Deda Helen G. Aguila Torres. Ma'am, good morning po.
Thank you, Patrick, and good morning, everyone.
Morning, ma'am. To continue po, after the bid form, the next document is the duly signed and accomplished price schedule per Annex G1 and or Annex G2 of Section 9 bidding forms. So if your goods offered is from abroad, ang gagamitin po natin is Annex G1. So Annex G1, the bidder shall fill out all the necessary information, the detailed breakdown of your bid, and this shall be signed by the authorized representative of the bidder. So dun po sa rows, please make sure na tama po inyo nalagay. And be careful of the, mindful of the formulas na nakalagay po dun sa ating rows. And notes to the bidder in accomplishing Annex G1 indicating 0 or dash for the required items would mean that this is being offered for free to the government, except those required by law or regulation to be provided for pursuant to Section 32.2.1 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. So in case naman po that your goods offered within the Philippines, ang gagamitin nyo naman po is Annex G2. So same po. The bidder shall fill out all the necessary information, the detailed breakdown of your bid, and it shall be signed by the authorized representative of the bidder. So dito po, ang notes po natin in accomplishing Annex G2 is for column 7, if there are taxes payable, if the contract is awarded, please specify the said applicable taxes pursuant to Section 32.2.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. And also the same with Annex G1, indicating 0 or dash or the required items would mean that it is being offered for free to the government, except those required by the law or regulation to be provided pursuant to Section 32.2.1, the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. So again, dito rin po, please be mindful of the formulas na naka-indicate po doon sa table. So here po, the sum of column 5, 6, 7, and 8 will be indicated in column 9. And column 9 will be multiplied to column 4. So doon nyo naman po yan lalagay sa column, as a row 10. Column 10. Yan. So make sure na tama po ang inyong computation dito sa ating table. So again, this document shall be signed by the authorized representative of the bidder. So that is all the documents that will be submitted, the financial and technical documents to be submitted by the bidder. For the discussion of online submission in part is our back secretariat head, Ms. Marian Adacruz. Thank you po.
Good morning, Madam Chair. Good morning po, everyone. I'll be discussing the procedure for online submission, receipt, and opening of bids. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, too.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So first, the legal basis for online submission and receipt of bids is pursuant to GPPB Resolution Number 09-2020, wherein the procuring entity must use a two-factor security procedure consisting of an archive format compression and password protection, and must be capable of generating an audit trail of transaction to ensure the security, integrity, and confidentiality of the bid submitted. And the bids to be submitted by the bidders must be password protected, wherein the password will only be disclosed by the bidders during the actual bid opening, which shall be done through video conferencing. So earlier, na-discuss po ni Mr. Patrick na we have two envelope system. Your first envelope or your first folder is your technical component envelope, which consists of legal, technical, and financial documents. While your second envelope or second folder, o ito rin po yung inyong financial component envelope, dalawang documents po yung consist niya. Financial bid, yung inyong total bid at saka yung price schedule. Yung price schedule po, ito po yung detailed breakdown on how you come up po with your total bid. So paano po ang gagawin natin sa online submission? So lahat po ng mga documents na diniscuss ni Mr. Patrick, kada folder, ilalagay niyo po yun sa kanyang respective folder. So once you insert na po yung mga documents to each folder, ilalagay niyo po siya inside the mother folder. So how are you going to do it? So these are the step-by-step procedures. So first, you need to convert all files to PDF format. And then we suggest that you merge all the requirements for the technical and financial components respectively. So kaya po namin sinasuggest na i-merge nyo po yung mga documents kada folder para po during the preliminary evaluation of your bids, the back end the TWG, dire-diretso po yung pag-check ng mga documents nyo. And then once you convert and merge all the requirements to each folder, so paano nyo po muna pala i-convert yung inyong document into PDF? You can do it remotely via your desktop. So just select yung PDF and then save. Save as nyo po as PDF. Or pwede nyo rin naman pong gawin, i-print nyo po lahat ng mga documents na kailangan yung i-accomplish and or kailangan yung i-submit and then i-scan nyo po. Direct conversion to PDF. Just make sure po na pagka po scan documents po ay kompleto po yung mga pages. Just a reminder po sa ating mga bidders, even the pages po, completeness ng pages ng sinasubmit nyo sa back, dino-double check din po iyan. So make sure po na complete po yung pages ng inyong mga ini-scan. And then, you create now two folders. So the first folder, again, the technical. Second folder is your financial. So once you create your two folders, place the merged documents to its corresponding folder. And then rename each folder using the following naming convention. For the first folder, bidder's name, project ID number, and then the word technical component, and then the date and time of bid opening. For the second folder, the same file naming convention. The difference lang po is yung word na financial component. Pagdating po din sa project name, we have a shortened project name. The shortened project name is Fingerprint Scanner. So bakit po tayo may shortened project name? Kasi po, pag nagre-rename po tayo ng folder, maximum 250 characters lang po. Kapag lumagpas po tayo doon, magkakaroon po ng syntax error. So for purposes of file naming convention, use the shortened project name. And then, compress each folder using either WinRAR, WinZip, or 7-zip, or any other archiving application po sa inyo. So what you will do is that you will first select yung folder na i-compress. So you do it one at a time. Unahin nyo muna po yung first folder. Select first folder and then click add button. And then po compress. And then enter password and then click OK. So repeat the same procedure for your second folder. So now you have compressed and password protected first and second folder. So once po na na-compress at nakapag-set na kayo ng password for each folder, you will now generate hash code or hash values using SHA-256. So what are the TCT of the electronic file submitted? So how does it work? Isa po sa mga requirements na kailangan nyo ma-submit sa back is the submission of hash codes for your first folder, second folder, and mother folder on or before the deadline to submit bids. And then during the bid opening, should there be inquiry as to the authenticity of your bid submitted, the back with the assistance of the secretariat and the IT personnel will generate hash codes base po doon sa inyong shinare na bids. So dapat po yung mag-generate na hash codes ng back are identical doon po sa inyong sinend sa amin on or before the deadline to submit bids. Kapag ka po may discrepancy or may pagkakaiba doon, ibig sabihin right after you shared your bids, meron pa po kayong pinalitan. So dapat po identical yung hash codes na ma-generate ng back with what you have sent to us on or before the deadline to submit bids. So why SHA 256? It is an industry standard trusted by leading public sector agencies and used widely by technology leaders, and it doesn't have any known vulnerabilities that make it insecure, and it has not been broken. So paano po kayo mag-generate ng hash code? So maaari niyo pong i-download yung HashMyFiles 2.36 for Windows free from the web. So ito po yung screenshot, yung itsura po ng application. So once you install na po yung application, open the HashMyFiles application, yung highlight po. So once you open the HashMyFiles application, you add the folder to be hash coded. So we suggest na you do it one at a time. So unahin nyo muna po yung first folder. So pag in yung first folder, marami pong lalabas na code. So what you will do is that you will right click and then select copy SHA-256. So i-set aside nyo muna po yung ma-generate nyo na hash code para doon sa first folder, and then repeat the same steps for the second folder. So, meron na po kayo na-generate na hash code for the first and second folder. Later, papakita ko po yung sample generated hash codes. So, next step is that you will create third folder. Yung third folder, ito na po yung inyong mother folder kung saan you will place both the hash code, password protected, and compressed first folder and second folder. So, once po na mailagay nyo na siya sa mother folder, you will now rename your mother folder using the following naming convention as flashed on the screen. So ulitin ko po, nasa loob ng mother folder yung compressed, password protected, and hash coded first and second folder. And then you will compress the mother folder using either WinRAR, WinZip, or 7-zip, or again, any other available program po sa inyo. And set password for the mother folder. Then generate hash code for the compressed mother folder following the same steps as previously discussed. So ito po yung sample ng mga na-generate na hash code para po sa first folder, second folder, and mother folder. So ito pong na-generate nyo na hash code, isi-save nyo po iyon at isi-send nyo po sa email ng Back Secretariat on or before the deadline for the submission of bids. Sa amin pong official email, back.secretariat.comelec.gov.ph, copy furnish, alternate email, backsecretariat.pmd@gmail.com. And then, next po na gagawin nyo, kung wala pa po kayong Google account, please create one and upload the compressed, password protected, and hash-coded mother folder on your Google Drive. So once po na ma-upload nyo na yon sa inyong Google Drive, you will share directly your mother folder or your bids to our official email muna first. Wala po kayong ibang email address na ilalagay kundi yung aming official email lang. Pag meron po kayong nilagay na other email na nabla-block po ng firewall ng Comelec. And then next po, kapag ma-share nyo na sa official email namin, isunod nyo na po yung aming alternate email, backsecretariat@pmd@gmail.com. Just a reminder, sharing of the compressed, password-protected, and hash-coded mother folder must be done on or before the deadline for the submission of bids. So far, wala na po nagiging problema ang aming mga bidders sa pag-share ng kanilang mother folder. Basta po ang sharing po directly via Google Drive. Hindi nyo po i-attach yung mother folder sa email. Hindi rin po yung ikakopy nyo yung link tapos isi-send nyo sa amin sa email. Hindi po ganon. Dapat po directly shared via Google Drive. And then once you shared your mother folder, the Google Drive will automatically notify the Secretariat via email that you have shared the document. And then isa pa po na inyong isa-submit on or before the deadline to submit bids is the screenshot of your Google Drive showing your uploaded bidding documents. Dun rin po sa same email addresses na na-mention ko kanina. So ito po yung screenshot ng mother folder na shinare sa aming Google Drive. Ito naman po doon sa Comelec email po namin na nag-notify kami via email. Here naman po yung screenshot nung in-email na hash codes at saka screenshot ng uploaded bidding documents sa Google Drive ng bidder. So recap, you need to have a compressed, password-protected, and hash-coded first folder, second folder, and mother folder. And pursuant to Section 25.9 of the revised IRR of RA 9184, bids that not in compressed archive folders and are not password-protected shall be rejected. And then share your mother folder first at our official email, second to our alternate email. This must be done on or before the deadline for the submission of bids. Also, you need to send the following to same email addresses on or before the deadline for the submission of bids. The screenshot of your Google Drive showing your uploaded bidding documents and hash codes for the first folder, second folder, and mother folder. So for the opening of bids which shall be conducted online via Microsoft Teams, meron pong MS Teams link na ipapadala sa bidder's representative who submitted their bids online. And then at the date and time of bid opening, the bid opener shall request for the bidder's password, which shall be disclosed by the bidders via the MS Teams chat box. Bid documents shall then be extracted from the Google Drive, and once the documents have been downloaded and opened by the bid opener, it shall then be shared on MS Teams for all online participants to view and will likewise be emailed to the members of the BAC, TWG, and end users. During the preliminary evaluation of your bids naman po, magkakaroon din po ng MS Teams submitting groups. Depende po dun sa number of bidders na nag-submit ng bids. Yung link shall be posted po sa MS Teams chat box so that the bidders and other online participants may join the submitting group evaluating the bids in order to observe. The TWG evaluating the bidding documents are assisted by BAC Secretariat who share the downloaded documents and show the evaluation sheet. The Secretariat members are only there to assist the TWG in accomplishing the evaluation sheet. And once the TWG is done with their evaluation, they will instruct the Secretariat to attach their e-signature to the document. So reminders po, yung bidding documents po natin may be downloaded free from the COMELEC and PhilJEP's website. And also po yung mga nag-request po ng link for today's pre-bid, pinadala na rin po namin ang copy ng bidding documents in case po nahirapan po kayo mag-download sa dalawang websites na nabanggit ko. You may also secure a copy from the BAC Secretariat Office. Just make sure po na bago po kayo mag-submit ng bids, makapagbayad muna po kayo ng applicable fee for the bidding documents. So, paano po kayo magbabayad ng inyong bid docs? So, it may be in person at the COMELEC Cash Division upon securing order of payment from the BAC Secretariat. Pwede rin pong online through fund transfer or bank deposit to COMELEC's Land Bank of the Philippines at any LBP branch with Preso current account number 0012104286. So, the fee for this bid docs is 10,000 pesos exclusive of bank charges if any. All this information po are included to the bidding documents as well. So after po na makapagbayad kayo, please send to us copy of your transaction or deposit slip sa aming email addresses on or before you submit your bids. Kasi po dinodouble check po namin kung nakapagbayad po muna ba kayo ng bid docs bago po kayo nag-submit ng bids. So announcement po, the deadline to submit request for clarification is on Friday, July 28, 2023, or at least 10 calendar days before the deadline for the submission and opening of bids, and must be in writing and addressed to our BAC chairperson. The issuance of the bid bulletin is set on July 31, 2023, Monday, or at least 7 calendar days before the deadline for the submission and opening of bids. So kindly address your request queries to our chairperson as flashed on the screen through the BAC Secretariat with contact details as flashed on the screen. So just a reminder to our bidders, it's your responsibility to inquire and secure bid bulletins that may be issued by the BAC. However, bidders who have submitted bids before the issuance of supplemental bid bulletin shall be informed and allowed to modify or withdraw their bids in accordance with Section 26 of the same IRR. So paano po ang sistema nito. So, possible po kasi na kapag ka po nakapag-send na kayo ng bids nyo, na-share nyo na sa amin, yun nga, either may nilabas pa pong bid bulletin si back or pwedeng may nakalimutan pala kayong ilagay doon sa inyong bid. So, pwede nyo naman po kayo mag-submit ng another, ang tawag po doon, modification ng bids. Pero yung pagmo-modify nyo po ng bids, maaari nyo lang po yung gawin on or before the deadline to submit bids. And then, since po na may pinalitan po kayo doon sa inyong original na submission, gagawin niyo po ulit yung steps na ginawa para dun sa original. Lalo na po yung sa hash codes kasi po may napalitan na po eh. So magsisend po kayo sa amin ulit ng hash codes para po dun sa first folder, second folder, mother folder at saka po yung screenshot nung inyong modified bids dun sa inyong Google Drive. So dapat po iyon, masabit nyo rin po yun sa amin on or before the deadline to submit bids. And then, dun po sa inyong folder, yung file naming convention, dagdagan nyo lang po ng word na modified or modification para po ang aming back alam po na nagkaroon po kayo ng modification of bids. The deadline for the submission of bids is on August 7, Monday, on or before 8 a.m. Again po, online po ang ating submission. The schedule of opening of bids, the same day din po at 10 a.m. naman, online via Microsoft Teams. So to all our bidders, please read carefully the contents of the bidding documents, such as but not limited to the instruction to bidders, bid data sheet, general and special conditions of the contract, schedule of requirements, and technical specifications. And please carefully examine the bidding documents as well as bid bulletins to be issued by the back. For purposes of submission of bid proposal, please synchronize your watch with the Philippine Standard Time. Our time right now is 11:09 in the morning. Bids submitted after 8 a.m. will no longer be accepted but will be reported to the back. That's all po, Madam Chair. Thank you po.
Marian,
Ma'am?
are you done?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Pasensya na, nag-multitask lang ako.
Apo, ma'am.
Were there questions earlier regarding the TOR?
Yes, Madam Chair, na may mga question po dun po sa grayscale na 265 po, Madam Chair, yung nasa PR po. Nag-suggest po yung Cosmetech Philippines through Mr. Alvin Ortiz na 256 daw po, ma'am, yung 256 grayscale daw po, ma'am, yung usual na resolution. And then Mr. Merbert po replied po na i-check po nila sa technical po nila. And then also, ma'am, kung may specific brand po na compatible po dun sa VRS natin. Other than that, Madam Chair, wala na pong questions yung mga bidders so far. Kung meron
We
daw
will be-
po,
You'll be answering that question after we have consulted Director Florita. Ganun ba
Yes.
yun?
Opo,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. There are new names that I see in the list. Max Score is one. ADEX is relatively new. Anyway, for the information of everyone, including my colleagues in the back and also the PMD and our bidders, when I was in the office of the executive director earlier, the director of the ITD was also there. And she mentioned that it is in the plans of the chairman that in the farther future, no, hindi pa naman po ngayon, we might need to upgrade to ABIS, the Automated Biometrics Information System, because we all know that our database, the biometrics of our voters in our database are old, relatively old. They have been captured many years ago, and there is the possibility of change, no? Halimbawa, yung fingerprint ng isang botante might no longer be the same now. So, 'di ba, may nangyayari po as we age. Habang nakakaedad tayo, yung mga lines sa ating thumbprint, for example, nagbabago as we age. Lalo na yung mga nagtatrabaho where they use their hands very often. Nagagasgas, nagbabago. So, our bidders, we will continue with this bidding until such time that they're to another system and we will have to revise our requirements. So, yun po ang latest regarding this project. Hindi naman natin pwedeng i-cancel kaagad ito because there is no approval yet from our commission and bank. But that is the development. So we would also appreciate it very much po if our prospective suppliers, ito pong 10 na nandito ngayon, ProNet Systems, Masangkay, Cosmotech, Internet of Things, Microgenesis, MaxCore, Competitive Card Solutions, ADEX, ArmLink, and SPH could also help us in crafting the different TORs or specs of ABIS, Automated Biometrics Information System, for our future requirement po. Because the policy directions of the Commission is heading towards upgrading our AFIS into ABIS, Automated Biometrics Information System. Yun po ang latest. But for this particular project, tuloy-tuloy pa rin po ito hanggat sa wala kaming advice from the ITD. At ang ITD po sa ngayon ay nagkukonsulta pa kay chairman at malamang sa commission and bank whether or not this project will push through. But for now, we will continue with our bidding process po. So doon po sa mga bago sa atin, may mga tanong po ba kayo sa procedure na diniscuss ni Sir Patrick at sa ni Ms. Marian? I don't hear any question right now. While we are waiting for more questions, are there announcements? Marian, Patrick?
Yes, Madam Chair, for the attendance update from ProNet Systems Integrated Network Solutions Incorporated, Miss Angelina Sanin. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning
Good
po.
morning po.
And then, ma'am, for our forthcoming activities this week, on Thursday po, we will have opening of bids for the supply and delivery of various supplies, machineries, and equipment for the motor pool section of the General Services Division of the Administrative Services Department. And on Friday, July 28 at 10 a.m., pre-bid conference for the supply and delivery of Lexmark toner for the fourth quarter of CY 2023. And on Monday, Madam Chair, July 31, opening of bids for the printing, supply, and delivery of e-day posters for the BSKE. Yun supposedly po, ma'am, kahapon.
Ang kinancel is tarpaulin, ano?
Yes, Madam Chair. Opo.
Oo, by the way, yes, thank you for the announcements, Marian. On the 21st, I think we are being required to attend a training. I'm not sure about the name of the training, but I think it's a whole day activity outside of the office. Will you correct me if I'm wrong, Cholo? Or yeah, si Sir Boyet is nodding his head. Kasama ba kayo doon, Sir Boyet?
Yes, ma'am, sa security awareness
Yeah. Oo.
webinar.
Wait lang.
Full day.
Miss Marian, ano yung sa Friday?
Sa Friday po, ma'am, Prebid conference, ma'am, para dun sa supply and delivery of Lexmark toners po.
Vice Chair, kasama din po ba kayo doon sa training na yon, sa meeting? Yung sinabi ni Boyet, ni Sir Boyet. Does anybody have a copy of that directive, Cholo? Para
Ma'am?
ma-reset. Yes, Director Tess.
Ma'am,
Kasama
kasama
rin
po lahat
kayo
ng
doon?
directors and division chiefs.
Lahat? So baka, wait lang, baka walang matira sa atin. Cholo, do you have a copy? Tony? Para ma-reset na lang natin kung sa wala, the Lexmark is for what quarter, Marian?
Fourth quarter po, Madam Chair.
Salamat naman. Utang na loob, wala na tayo. Dapat tapos na tayo sa third quarter because it is about to end na. Iisang buwan na lang ang natitira. Meron pa ba tayong pending na third quarter dyan? What
So far,
happened?
Madam Chair, wala na po tayong pending na third quarter po for competitive bidding po.
What about those that we shifted to agency to agency? Okay na yung mga yun?
May
Yung-
ATR na, ma'am, yung iba, Madam Chair.
Salamat. It's a security awareness seminar and all main office directors and heads of offices, all division chiefs are required to attend. So, pag main office directors, kasama si Vice Chair. Miss Marian, this is a whole day activity. So, mahirap. 8 to ano siya eh, 8 to 4:30. Hindi kaya, Miss Marian.
Opo, ma'am. Ma'am, we will reschedule na lang, Madam Chair.
Please, Marian.
Apa.
As much as I want to finish that already in Lexmark, but there is a directive for us to attend.
Apa, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, our next available schedule po is on August 1, ma'am.
Sige.
Tuesday, Madam Chair.
Or
Thank you po.
kung pwede pa, when you say next available date, dahil sa publication requirements.
Yes, ma'am. Tapos kasi, ma'am, sa Monday, ma'am, yung July 31, may opening po tayo. Baka po ma'am siya, mag-extend hanggang hapon po.
Sige. Okay. Sige. Are there questions po from our bidders? Wag po kayong, please continue to support COMELEC if ever that there is a possibility that we cancel this project, because the cancellation of a-phase fingerprint will pave the way to a higher level of an identification system. So halimbawa man po na mapipilitan kaming i-cancel ito, wag naman sana. But it is not that the end of the project. We will only upgrade into a biometrics identification system na baka mas mahal nga actually. So we will still check if we have the budget for that. And kailangan na rin po kasi mag-upgrade ng COMELEC. So sana po sumali pa rin kayo kahit na mag-a-upgrade kami. Mr. Alvin Ortiz, yes po.
Good morning, Madam Chair. In relation to the cancellation possibility po, what will happen if we already have purchased the bidding documents and then the project was cancelled?
If ever po, usually what we do is we allow the bidder to use that in the next project po or in the resumption of the project. We allow you po to use the same payment of for the bidding docs. We consider that po. Should there be no immediate replacement project, then we will have to arrange. Nagre-refund ba tayo, Miss Marian?
Opo, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Nagre-refund naman daw po, Mr. Ortiz.
Okay, noted on that, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome, Sir Alvin. Pag wala po kayong maririnig na cancellation, tuloy-tuloy po yan ha. Tuloy-tuloy po yan as scheduled. Nabanggit lang ni Director Florita kanina kasi according to her, baka masayang lang po itong AFIS, itong fingerprint scanners kung magpapaprocure ng ABs. Kasi kumbaga maduduplicate na yan at mas maraming identification method yung isa, yung mas advanced po. But definitely you will be informed properly po. If there are no questions right now, you still have the chance po to ask your questions in writing. In the same manner that we requested you earlier to put your verbal questions into writing and submit them through the back secretariat within 3 days from today po. And the deadline of written queries will be
On Friday, Madam Chair, July
on
28
Friday,
po.
July 28 po. For the information of our bidders. Are there no further announcements and updating of attendances, Ms. Marian?
No more, Madam Chair.
There being no further questions right now, and there being no further announcements and updating of attendances, we would like to thank you everyone for your participation in the pre-bid conference for the Fingerprint Scanners project. We are looking forward to your sustained participation in our bidding activities, bidders, and to our observers, thank you also for untiringly participating in our bidding activities. To the end user unit representative, maraming salamat for attending. To my colleagues in the back, the TWG and back secretary, thank you so much. Conference adjourned. Good morning, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Vice Chair.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Thank you.